Hey, what is up, guys? This is Dr. Blitz. How you guys doing? Today, we wake up early to watch the Nintendo Direct and partner showcase. So there's been a lot of speculation about what is the future of Nintendo. Like, when is the successor is going to come out? What is the what is next for Nintendo? Basically, most people uh, expect a successor this year. There's been reports that it may be coming early next year. So who knows? Right now, I have the Zelda concert in the background while we wait for the for this for the for this for the sorry for the YouTube video, because it's going to be a video. It's not going to be like a premiere or live stream or anything. They're just going to drop it uh, in supposedly 5 minutes. And well, if you've been around the internet, you know that a lot of the direct has been leaked, if you can call it that way. I haven't seen what has been leaked. If you know where to look, you can avoid stuff. But basically, there's this guy who has has access to the back end of the Nintendo eShop, and he's able to know everything that Nintendo prepares a couple of weeks before that happens. So yeah, he's in the know of stuff, right? Let me put the video as the background. So yeah, if you know where to look, you can avoid this kind of stuff. I've been spoiled about one thing that I'm not going to talk right now. I guess that's going to be the closing trailer. It could be exciting to a lot of people. I actually never tried that franchise, but we will see. Maybe it is not the closer. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to know what Nintendo is going to be preparing at least 1 week before the direct comes, you can follow that guy's Pyoro on Twitter, Pyoro. I think that's just his handle. I don't think that he has any others special characters in his name. But well, you can find him. But yeah, I have actively avoided any kind of place where I could be spoiled about stuff that's coming in this direct, because I was planning to do this right now, to react to the announcements, and obviously and when something is genuinely surprising, uh, the the reaction is better, right? Uh, Hopefully this music doesn't trigger anything on YouTube. Uh, but YouTube will let me know, and Nintendo will let me know if I am infringing any kind of copyright. But I don't think so. I don't think Nintendo's that strict when it comes to the audio. Square Enix is though, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, the video is going to be on demand, so we're waiting for it to drop. I actually have like no expectations. I think a lot of this year is going to be carried mostly from third parties. The Switch. Um, there's a lot of level 5 games announced that we don't have any kind of release dates. Professor Layton, Fantasy Life, we have the release date. I think it's maybe April or something. It is next fiscal year. But there's also that detective game. I don't remember the name. And Inazuma Strikers. But yeah, there's a lot of third-party games that could be not revealed, but that could be appear here, and just to give us a clear picture of what this year is going to be. When it comes to Nintendo-owned games, I don't think they will have too much. Obviously, their big presentation during June usually is what let us know what is going to be the second half. I expect still a couple of relatively big announcements there, just like Super Mario Wonder was relatively big. I mean, Mario is a very no wait, it's a very big franchise. So obviously, Super Mario Wonder was always going to be big. Uh, it seems like has not been dropped yet. Streams, but this is not going to be streamed, so I don't know if they're gonna put it in this playlist. So we can wait a couple of minutes. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I think is happening. I think really Nintendo had always the intention to release next year. I think a lot of people are seeing seeing reports that it was delayed, but I don't think it was actually delayed. I think the plan was always like most companies work on fiscal years more than calendar years, and I think the idea would be for the successor to come out in the next fiscal year, which starts in April and finish in March 2025. Starts in April this year, finishes in March next year. I think that was always the intention. That it came out this next fiscal year, and obviously most people want or most companies would like to release. Oh, this is so good. This the Link's Awakening medley, the best part of this concert for sure. That was always the intention, that for it to be between quarter 3 and quarter 4 of the next fiscal year. And I know a lot of companies will prefer to launch during the when there's a bigger demand, which is always the holidays. There's always a lot of more people willing to spend money. But I think when it comes to new releases, to new consoles, I think the demand is always going to be there. It obviously is going to slow down faster because, well, usually if a company launches a product, I don't know, in October or November, that December is going to be also very big, and then January it slows down. And when it comes to if they launch in February or March, you know that the that month that it launches is going to be really big, and then the next month is going to be slower immediately. But then you have the next holiday season closer, because you are only like 10 months or and even less, 9 or 8 months left before the holiday season starts again. So instead of waiting a full year, if they launch during the holiday season, so yeah, I think that was always the plan, and it worked very well for the Switch to launch during March. Because, well, also when a new product is being assembled and stuff like that, not the Nintendo's not going to have like uh, up how they call up the production so fast. So they mostly, for launches of new products, what they do is that they start stockpiling stuff, so that I know if they can make like 100k every week, then that way in a few months they can stockpile like 3 million consoles for the launch, right? And then while they continue with 100k a week, they are able to sell like, I don't know, 500k every month, and that is perfectly okay, right? And that's usually the rate. This one is so good, and this remembers makes me remember my mom so much. But yeah, I think that is the idea between for launching on 2025. And I know a lot of people are you know, we live in an era where everything gets old like super fast, and the Switch is going to be 8 years old when it launches next year, and it's going to be turning 7 in a couple of weeks. So yeah, basically in terms of technology, it's ancient. I know a lot of people want it to be refreshed, to have new stuff, but I think well, I'm from a different generation, maybe, I don't know. But to me, I don't feel really that way. I don't feel like it needs to. I could live with the Switch for another 10 years of my life without any problem, as long as they keep making new experiences. I don't want another Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I would love something new, as much as I love those games. But new Mario and new experiences. The Switch brought a lot of new experiences. I never imagined I would enjoy something like Ring Fit so much. It actually changed a little bit my life, because it actively made me want to get in better health, right? And I changed my diet and all of that. So, and you don't need like new technology to do those kind of experiences. And I think the technology that comes in the Switch is good enough. I mean, PS3 and 360. I don't think the PS4 and the PS5 and the new Xboxes really brought too much when it comes to new experiences, other than VR. Because VR, yeah, you need more power to be able to process a lot of what happens there. But yeah, I think most of that was just being prettier, and not really unlocking new gameplay ideas. There were a couple, of course. There's always a couple, but I think the when it comes to power, I enjoy. I mean, I have a PC. I have a decently spec'd PC for 1080p. I don't play really 4K. I don't need more resolution. But a lot of people want that, or want better frame rates and stuff like that. And I completely understand that way of thinking. So where's this going to be? Or am I looking at the wrong place? Let me search in this other tab. But yeah, I think for Nintendo to grow its business, to maintain its space when it comes as being a business, it needs a refresh, right? Because Switch is slowing down, because the console market is not really infinite. You know, there's a limit to how much you can sell. And basically, the thing about new generations is about selling a new product to that same market, right? And so they have to, they need to release a new product, and they will. But I don't think they are in any kind of hurry to do it. And I've seen a lot of people that, yeah, well, the next Switch is going to be, they need a more powerful hardware so that it gets more third parties and more games from other, from other third parties. But I don't think really Nintendo cares about other third parties. They care about some specific franchises, for example, Monster Hunter and Dragon Quest. But other than that, I don't think Nintendo is trying or looking to have like Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft is actually a very close partner with Nintendo, and they don't get most of their outputs, right? Here it is. Let me move this. Let's watch partner showcase. Okay. So 23 minutes. I'm glad that they took out the mini moniker. I remember during 2020 when they started with this partner. Oh no, they started partner directs with before, or I'm not sure. But they had that like this mini. The branding was like mini, Nintendo Direct Mini, showing that is going to be a shorter direct, and that not really a new big Nintendo game was going to be announced. And then they had the partner directs where there were like basically no Nintendo games. There were Nintendo properties, but not Nintendo developed. For example, Age of Calamity, the Breath of the Wild Muso type of game. But those have like Nintendo Direct partner show, Nintendo Direct Mini partner showcase, because it was like I think the minis for when they are less than 20 minutes or something like that. Monster Hunter Rise was also announced in one of those. So I'm guessing that this is not going to have a big Nintendo franchise, but or announcement. But since it's more than 20 minutes, they decided to take out that moniker. We'll see. Hopefully, this is good.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
I think the audio is a little bit low. Let me.
We'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching in the first half of 2024 from our publishing and development partners.
Still first half, so
let's get into some headlines.
Obviously, they always have new stuff.
To survive.
So this is the Grounded. So this was one of the. This is one of the games that Xbox said a couple of weeks ago that
right in your own backyard.
it was going to be coming to
Assemble your
other
crew and
platforms
work together in
because they are
online
social.
cross-platform co-op with up to 3 friends, or take on
Nice.
the adventure solo. Gather resources to build your base and craft weapons, armor, and tools to improve your chances of survival. Use the tools you craft to forage plant life, but watch out, you aren't alone out there. Work your way through the campaign to uncover the mysteries of
But
the
yeah,
backyard.
I wonder how much.
Build, share,
Wasn't this
and build your own creations in Playgrounds
free
mode.
to play?
Do you have what it takes to make it big
I don't
in
remember.
this minuscule world and fend off its creepy, crawly inhabitants? Go big or never go home when Grounded launches on the Nintendo Switch system April 16th.
Okay.
A tale of destruction and renewal unfolds in this return to the Ender Lilies world.
And they're lilies.
Once
Really, a
cursed country
sequel.
sits atop a wealth of buried magic. Homunculi, artificial life forms created as the country flourished.
This was made from an indie developer from Japan. Ender Magnolia. The first one, I mean, Ender Lilies.
As Lilac, you'll reluctantly bond with and journey alongside a homunculus who played a pivotal role in the country's demise.
And yeah, it's basically a Metroidvania.
Beneath the surface became corrupted.
Apparently, it was
Citizens
pretty good. I didn't
battled
play it,
to
but
escape its reach.
I've seen a lot of
Those who lacked
praise.
power and wealth remained abandoned below. Along your journey, you'll battle rampaging homunculi. Upon liberating them, the creations
But
will
yeah,
join
not
you
having
in
a new
your
Switch also, no
your
big
companions
Nintendo
and
games this year. I mean, like huge
what awaits Lilac
Breath of the
and
Wild type of
homunculi
games.
and
That will allow me
adventure.
to finally play more of these games.
Find
And
out when Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, launches on Nintendo Switch
2024.
this year. It's your
Yeah, and
adventure,
to clear
your
some of
in
my
these
backlog because I
Nintendo
have
Switch
massive
games.
backlog. Switch.
Explore an interconnected world of puzzles in this charming adventure.
A ranger.
Slide across rows and columns on a sprawling gameplay grid where everything moves when you move. Solve puzzles by venturing out.
So it's kind of like
helping out the townsfolk.
not really,
and
but
defeating monsters in handcrafted
what is called the
dungeons.
rhythm and
What awaits
action
you on
adventure
this
game.
curious journey
So
of
it had a
self-discovery?
Zelda.
The world is yours to solve in A Ranger, a role puzzling adventure, sliding onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Guide Elaine, a young prince on a journey to
Unicorn
liberate 5 nations
Overlord.
from the mighty empire's dominion.
Man, I need to
Customize
finish
your
Triangle
troops,
Strategy.
form your strategy,
But this is definitely more my type of game. I remember loving
Your real-time strategy
um,
planning will turn the tide of
the
war.
March of the
During
Black
battle,
Queen
you may get to
back in
recruit
Super
new
Nintendo.
allies, or be faced with difficult decisions.
And this seems more like that type of strategy RPG. I mean, I also like, obviously, more
Launching on Nintendo
Final Fantasy
Switch,
Tactics.
March 8th. A demo will be available today.
Ooh, today demo. So we know what we're going to be playing
Originally
today.
released on the Nintendo 3DS system,
The first Monster Hunter Stories.
Stories
Let's
game
go.
returns, now fully voiced and in HD. As a rider,
That is exciting.
fight alongside monsters in turn-based combat.
I never played the first one. I didn't have a
Life
3DS.
plagues the world. Many familiar monsters from across the series are included. Plus, you can browse artwork and listen to music in the newly added museum. Take
Let's go.
flight in Monster Hunter Stories, soaring onto the Nintendo Switch system this summer.
Summer. Okay. Epic Mickey. That seems like the type, no?
On a peculiar day, Yen Sid's mischievous mirror lured Mickey Mouse into his workshop.
Magical Mirror. What was it?
Finding the
It was a
magic
Nintendo 64 game.
Curious Mickey creates a mess.
I never played Epic Mickey
and
either,
becomes
so
trapped in a magical wasteland inhabited by
It is
forgotten and
Epic Mickey.
rejected characters.
HD. Or maybe new.
Platforming adventure, Epic Mickey returns
rebrushed.
in a faithful remake of the beloved classic.
I remember how people were so angry that this was a Wii game and not in 360 or PS3 back in the day. The frame rate is not great.
Disney Epic Mickey rebrushed launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
THQ Nordic. THQ, sorry.
Next, please take a look at this.
So this is the big ones, I guess. Let me get me Tensei 5. Oh. Is this a...
I'm afraid Tokyo experienced its own peculiar occurrence while you were away. I'll be counting on
Is this a, like a new version?
I suspected to be
Or maybe just
traveling
DLC?
back and forth between Tokyo and the Netherworld.
This place is definitely dangerous. And that's about all we know right now.
Look out!
Who are you?
Now let's kill this thing.
Oh wow.
And so we have found it. The key to the resurrection.
So what? This is where you prove you can fight? You think you can just fly in and be a hero?
If it wasn't for you, my brother would
So
never have
this game is finally gonna get story. I mean, I like the game,
revenge.
but yeah, it was just like
You get it.
run and do stuff.
To you how you were wronged by this world.
Vengeance. This June. Apparently it's a new game.
Enter or return to this ravaged wasteland and experience an untold story on your adventure. Let's take a look at some more headlines. Get ready to unite and fight in these Nintendo Switch games.
Unite.
Fight
Pokemon
in the
Unite.
battles from across the Star Wars galaxy in this collection of 2
Battlefront Classic. Oh wow.
64 players can strike
Never. I'm not really that into
This collection
Star Wars.
additional playable characters such as Kit Fisto and additional maps like Jabba's Palace. Plus,
Who made these games back
heroes
then?
or villains
The
in
Battlefront
Hero
games.
Assault. Play as Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, and more on maps including Death Star and Naboo. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
March. Yeah, Aspire, I think is the name
Snow day, everyone!
of this.
Welcome to South Park. As the new kid,
All right, you're on now, new kid.
join Cartman, Stan, and the rest of the gang to save the town in this.
I guess this is a new game.
Choose from a wide range of iconic South Park.
Also, not really into South Park. There were the Ubisoft games that were RPGs, and apparently they were quite good. There's not enough time for me to play all these games.
And head into the fray in South Park Snow Day, launching on Nintendo Switch March 26th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
It's snow day, dude.
So this to me seems to be like an action adventure.
Sharpen your steel for the latest entry in the Sword Art Online series. When the virtual world goes haywire, the past and present.
Is this a new one? Doesn't seem to be one of those that
Alongside former adversaries,
were launched on the 360. Sorry,
save the world.
PS4 and
Experience a whole new single-player story, or take the battle online with up to 20 players in co-op play. Sword Art Online Fractured Daydream launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Break, build, and
Gundam.
build your ultimate Gundam in
Gundam Breaker 4. Holy shit!
Choose from over 250 base kits. Combine and customize their parts to build your very own mobile suit model, known as Gunpla. Then put your creation to the test in a variety of combat missions. By defeating enemies and acquiring new parts, you can equip more abilities to craft the ultimate Gunpla.
Never been into those games either, but they seem pretty in depth with all the things that you can, how you can put parts and stuff.
Let's get down to
More Monkey Ball.
business. The newest entry in the Super Monkey Ball series
New?
rolls onto
What the
Nintendo
hell?
Switch.
Banana Rumble.
Over 200 brand new stages await with
Finally,
optional
not a
controls.
remake, so but a new one.
Using the new spin dash move, you can blast
Ah, this is
over
good.
obstacles and create
Monkey
shortcuts
Ball
to
are
victory.
incredibly fun games. Very simple, but very fun games.
Four-player local co-op. And up to 16 players can battle online as they tilt their way to be the top banana. Be the first to the
How
finish line.
how is this going to work? Like,
Grab the falling bananas.
I mean, the thing about these games is that
to take down
you
robots,
move the world
robots,
instead of
and
yourself.
more.
When you move, you tilt the world around you.
Tilt
I don't know how it's going to work in multiplayer, but
in one
as long as it's
unbelievable
chaotic.
adventure when Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system June 25th. Pre-orders
Exclusive.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
An exclusive Sega game. That is weird.
Get ready for
Oh yeah, World of Goo too.
time.
Announced during the Game Awards, I think.
It's liquidy. It's solidy. It's goo. Stretch it, shape it, and use it to
Man,
build
this was so
strategic
good during the
structures.
Wii era.
In this physics-based puzzler, you can build towers, bridges, and even whatever this is. Your goal is to guide as much goo as possible into a vast global pipe distribution network. But where do the pipes lead? Certainly nowhere sinister. Put your
Certainly
imagination
not.
to the test as you build, splash, explode,
Yeah, these
destroy,
whatever
fly,
story
and
that
roll
there
your goo
was
to the goal. You'll encounter
was
different
kind of
types
dark,
goo balls with
actually,
unique
but
properties, including explosive goo, jelly goo, and more. Plus, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version, you can build with up to 3 buds in local co-op play.
hey,
World
local
of
co-op.
Goo 2 launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch May 23rd.
An exclusive to the
Build
Nintendo
a life transcending
version,
time.
which means what? That is a weird wording. Fantasy Life. This is a
1,000 years in the making.
3DS,
In a brand
no
new
DS, I
fantasy
think
life
it was
game.
Nintendo DS
This once thriving island in the seas of Bavaria
franchise.
now stands deserted. Travel to the island's past to gather
It's basically
resources
Animal Crossing, but
to
with
restore
battles
the
and stuff
island
like
in the
that.
present. You'll
So
start
yeah,
out
this
by
could be
seeing one of
pretty
the
big
world's
when it comes to
lives.
sales.
Why not become a miner to collect
Hopefully
ore?
in level 5 don't.
How about a magician to take down monsters? Or even a carpenter to craft furniture? You can swap between these lives and many more as you rebuild the island. As you travel through time, you'll gradually uncover truths about your new
Travel
island
through
home.
time.
Additionally, up to 4 players can journey together online. Invite friends to the island and set off to discover the secrets that lie in store. This life is yours to live in. Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. Launching on Nintendo Switch
Why I?
October 10.
Why not just put a number? But okay.
It's time to hunt for
1 crab's trash.
The world these days is dark and mean. Even the water tastes unclean.
Need I remind you
Was this the
the ocean is?
there was like a kind of fighting game between crabs. Is that the same
Explore the depths of a polluted undersea world in this Souls-like adventure.
I recently
Souls-like?
had my shell taken away.
If you can go get that treasure there, John, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
Protect yourself with whatever you can find, from cans
Nice.
to cardboard, during your hunt to reclaim.
I mean, I don't think cardboard is better than what he was wearing, but
Hunt is on, I say.
I've been working my butt off trying to get my old life back.
But you'll run into a few crabby predators along the way.
Perhaps we can work
this
out
is
a deal.
surprisingly good.
That treasure's as good as mine.
Use over 60 ability-granting shells and harness powerful umami magic to take down enemies in frenetic deep-sea combat. What other threats lie in the ocean depths?
Lobster.
Say, one crab's trash is another crab's treasure. Launching on Nintendo Switch.
That looks
April
pretty good.
25th.
Hopefully
These
it doesn't
Nintendo Switch
disappoint.
games will have you dashing, dropping, and drilling. Join Penny and Yo-Yo in a brand new 3D
Penny's Big
platforming
Breakaway.
adventure from the team that brought you
Apparently
Sonic
this game is already finished.
Ride and
There were
master the
previews,
cosmic 40 levels across 11 vibrant worlds, all while outrunning a
not
massive
too long
penguin
ago.
army and a colorful cast of bosses. Feast on power-ups to activate
And
transformations.
what I read is that it's basically like a very kinetic type of game. It's not so much like a combat focused
Because Penny's Big Breakaway launches on Nintendo Switch
today. So yeah,
Local 2-player battles are coming as paid DLC to the fruit matching
Paid
phenomenon
DLC.
in this Suika game. Choose from 3 modes: Original, Time Limit, and Attack. Aim for a higher score than your opponent in Original mode.
this may be good.
Make split-second decisions against the clock in Time Limit mode. And overwhelm your opponent with bunches of fruit in Attack mode.
Attack mode all the way.
Online multiplayer will be added to the DLC in the future. Get
Maybe they should wait
Instant
until they have
DLC
the
for
online
Suika
multiplayer
drops
ready
onto the Nintendo Switch system
today.
Today. A bundle of the game and DLC is also available today.
Okay, I'll try that with my nephews.
Gear up for some thrilling drilling in the 2D action platform.
Pepper Grinder. I remember. I remember seeing this, but
Burrow through
yeah.
Pulverize enemies in your way. And ride on gnarly vehicles to recover your missing fortune. Pepper Grinder drills its way onto Nintendo Switch March 28th. A demo
March
will be
28th?
available today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, we have a couple of demos to try today.
Giddy up for a fusion of solitaire and horse racing in this remastered version of Pocket Card Jockey.
Poker Card Jockey. I don't remember.
Sequence of numbers and build up power during a race.
Game Freak.
Check the positions of other horses.
Is this good? I don't remember anything
Move
about
around
it.
the course and grab special cards to gain the upper hook. Win events to get new horses, then breed them to raise the next generation of ideal steeds. You can even race online against other players. It's off to the races in Pocket Card Jockey Ride On, launching on Nintendo Switch today.
Day. Demo also available today. Okay. Real. So I guess the ending is going to be what I was spoiled. Like I said, I never tried that game, that franchise. Tales of Kinsara. I tried this demo on Steam, and it's also pretty good. If you, I don't know if you guys have tried the Prince of Persia game that just came out. Pretty good. Kingdom Come. What? I mean, yeah, if you try to Contra, it's been a while since we saw this one. March 12th. Another demo as well. When they port stuff from PS4 and Xbox One and stuff. Pentiment. Available tomorrow. Also heard a lot of stuff from this game. Surprised that there's no
That almost
Hi-Fi
wraps up
Rush.
this Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. But before we go, we have 2 more announcements to share.
2 more.
First,
Okay.
please take a look at this.
Nintendo Switch Online. So it's another free. Oh no. Killer Instinct. What the hell? Dun 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 dun. Oh wow. It's not just Killer Instinct, it's a rare collection. Holy shit, that is good. RC Pram, I remember playing this one when I was like 5 years old or less. Nice. Blast Corps. This is such a weird game, but it was kind of fun, not going to lie.
Games are available today. You can play
Holy
them with
shit.
active Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
That is crazy.
Next is our last announcement. Please take a look.
But yeah, it's this one. I don't know how this game works. Is it just like more like an experience than a game? What's about just like looking? Luminous.
A
Yeah.
mysterious underwater world is yours to explore in an all-new Endless Ocean game.
Yeah, it's new. It's not a remake. A lot of people, well, what I saw was that it was a remake of the Wii game.
This unexplored region changes with each dive, offering
But it's
new
completely
things to
new.
discover.
I wonder
Up to
why
30
this is in
players
a
online
partners
can plunge into the ocean's depths together.
online play.
Share your discoveries with other divers and exchange a friendly greeting while freely exploring the vast ocean. There are over 500 different species of marine life to encounter.
500.
Some of them are creatures thought to be extinct.
Haha.
Others may be mythical.
I wouldn't go that deep ever in my life. Like the big bodies of water scare me a little bit. I mean, not like panic attack inducing, but
You find on your
it's not something that I.
Endless Ocean Luminous launches on the Nintendo Switch system May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
So yeah, this is a first party franchise, but I guess
Looking forward to exploring the vast
it's
ocean
doing
at
it.
Nintendo
Someone else
Switch.
is doing it.
That's
I
all
wonder
for
who is it.
today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
But yeah, that was actually pretty good. I mean, Grounded looks grotty, not going to lie. When you port stuff from PS4 and from higher end technology, I mean, it's not like PS4 is new or anything like that, but it's definitely obviously more powerful than anything in the Switch. Obviously things are going to look like I'm sorry, like this or like where is it? 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 It was in the montage, no? Like this Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like obviously, look at this. Obviously, that doesn't look really that good. Because it comes from much higher technology. But you look everything else that is being made with more like the Switch on mind, and nothing looks that bad, obviously. But what I'm a little bit worried is sometimes about the performance, because sometimes people don't like developers don't put that much importance to that. But yeah, Grounded, we knew. Well, we kind of knew. We knew that some Xbox games were going to be coming to Switch. Some they found some files on the Hi-Fi Rush with T-shirts that suggested that it was coming to Switch. We don't know, because that is like a very. I think that game is very important for it to be 60 frames per second to run like properly, and maybe the Switch is really not the platform for that kind of stuff. But yeah, this Grounded and Pentiment, which are both Xbox Studios games, and apparently they're pretty popular. I mean, at least Grounded it is. Pentiment, I guess, is what it was more like a smaller type of game, and it makes sense for it to come to other platforms. Then we have the Ender Lilies sequel, I'm guessing. Ender, what's the name? Ender Magnolia. So I haven't tried the first one, but these are Metroidvania type of game, and apparently they are pretty good. The Binary Haste is basically it is a Japanese indie. I don't remember that many indie Japanese studios like are really popular, but this is one of them, and that was the Ender Lilies was their first game, so and apparently it did pretty good. This looks surprisingly fun, actually. Well, the fun idea, I guess. And to me, it seems a little bit like what is it called? Like the Necro Dancer, where things move when you move. But in that game is more like a rhythm type of stuff. But yeah, it seems cool. This is totally my jam, and this is a demo that I will be downloading immediately. As soon as it's available. But yeah, I'm really excited about this game because I was very much into more like a squats type of strategy game. I don't know if you remember, or if you ever heard about Ogre Battle, but it was SNES game. There was an Ogre Battle 64, right? Also, I remember, but basically, it was like kind of real time strategy game because everything was moving in a 2D plane all the time, and you formed squads. It wasn't like just one unit. You had like a group of up to 5, I think, team members, and they work in tandem. So yeah, this game seems to be a lot more like that. And well, Vanillaware also has like really cool designs and sprite work. So yeah, this is March 8th. Yeah, exactly that part. You can see in the lower part, you can see the battalions that they are like in planes, and obviously the front plane you have like the heavy units, and behind you used to put like mages and stuff like that, and obviously that changed their properties, how much damage they would take, how much damage they would do, and stuff like that. There were area of effects type of attacks, and sometimes you couldn't attack like all the party. I wonder how in depth this game is going to be in that regard. But yeah, very, very excited about that. Also, Monster Hunter, the first Monster Hunter story seems quite a big deal to me because I really, really enjoyed the second, the Monster Stories 2. And I even thought about buying, because this game was first available on 3DS, but then they ported to iOS, and I don't know if it was only iOS. Well, I happen to have an iPhone, and I was thinking about playing it there, but good thing that I didn't. Now I'll get this version instead. And Epic Mickey. Honestly, like I said, I never tried the game on the Wii, but I remember people being so pissed off that a cool idea like this was wasted on the Wii, because that was a lot of the sentiment back then. Kind of like it does run nowadays as well, right? Where if something is on the Switch, because its technology is not the latest, people think that it's bad, but honestly, the game frame rate doesn't look that great, but the style is good, so it's obviously better than the Wii version, right? Because, well, better graphics.
This year.
But yeah, I see people being pissed off about it as well. About Epic Mickey being shafted twice because of technology. And let me lower the volume a little bit. I wonder if this. Let me search if it's a new game of its just a DLC or side story or whatever.
This place is definitely dangerous, and that's about all we know right now.
Look out.
Shin Megami Tensei
Kill this thing.
And so we have found it.
Vengeance.
The key to the resurrection.
So what? This is where you prove you can fight? You think you can just fly in and be a hero?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, brother would.
I guess it's just like enhanced version. Enhanced version of the first. It's coming to everything. PS5, Xbox Series, even as PS4 and Xbox One. Yeah, that is it's a good thing.
Never have been dragged into this war.
You're not alone. If you want revenge, then I'll help you get it.
Allow me to remind you how you were wronged by this world.
Enjoy the original version, the Shin Megami Tensei 5. But yeah, it was a weird game. They were basically just like go and fuse monsters, and there was not like a real reason to do that, you know. But yeah, interested in trying that one. This is what they want. I don't know who made the first Battlefront games, but they were very different than the PS4 and Xbox One Battlefronts, which were, strictly speaking, just shooters. These had other things, you know, like the saber battle and stuff like that. They were more all-around type of games instead of just shooters. But yeah, I don't remember who did these games. This seems like an action adventure type of game. Honestly, honestly, not interested. I'm not into South Park, but I mean, it is not a RPG, turn-based RPG like the other ones, recent ones. So I guess that's better. Nothing about level 5. Oh yeah, Fantasy Life from level 5, but nothing else. Level 5 has its own like event. I think it's going to be in April. Level 5 Vision, they call them, and usually that's where they announce like release dates and new stuff. So that's what I'm expect to see more of the Layton and all of those games. Sword Art Online, well, I don't know if it's part of the new. It's a new one, or it's one of those that are late ports from Xbox and PS platforms. Honestly, it looks better. I mean, it performs pretty well. So I think this is a new one, and it seems to be made with the Switch in mind. So it doesn't look that bad. Gundam Breaker is a surprise that it's on the Switch. Usually they go just for PlayStation type of presentations. Oh, a new Monkey Ball. This is really, really good. They're really exciting. These games are surprisingly fun for how simple they are. I don't know how the multiplayer is going to work. I mean, those are races, so yeah, that makes sense. But online, I guess everybody else moves their grid independently, but it's going to be kind of crazy. World Go 2, this was like a cult, not really a cult classic. It was actually pretty successful, I think. It was a weird game. It was the first one. But yeah, this being when the Wii version came out, well, you obviously pointed at stuff. You pointed at the screen. It used the Wii pointer. This, I guess, is going to be touchscreen space. Although you could use the Wiimotes as well, right? Not the Wiimotes, the Switch, controllers. This could be big. Obviously, it looks not as good as some new games. But this being like kind of like a survival or create your village along with combat and stuff like that is could be really exciting. This seems definitely interesting. The girl who steals time. This was another big surprise. It seems like a very competent game, actually. When it comes to combat, it seems to be well realized. Like the movement seems pretty good. Another crab's treasure in April 25. This I have my look, my eye on that, and this is available today. I'm gonna look at the price. I may be playing this soon. I'm not into Sonic. These are the guys who made Sonic Mania. And this is their first 3D project. But apparently from the previews, it's a very kinetic type of game, and it's like a little bit like Sonic, where you're always moving. Basically, it's not that much about combat, but about moving fast. Cool. Multiplayer battles to Suika game. That is fun. That is not really that expected, but I mean, this being such a big game, it grew big so fast. I wonder how it's playing. I mean, the main game is like $2. I'm expecting another $2 for that. This is fun. Not that much into this 2D type of style. I like 2D games, obviously, but these like super pixelated ones, I don't know. I'm not that into, but I will try the demo. Never played this one. Never tried it. I don't remember if it's in the 3DS or DS. Pocket Jockey. But nice thing to have. This seems to be like smaller. This is Raw Fury. Maybe like an adventure type of game. Like I said, I tried the demo of this. This is another Metroidvania. Combat is pretty good. I enjoyed it. A little bit similar to the Prince of Persia game that came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty good. This is a rhythm game, Demon Slayer. It's like a party base, I guess. Kingdom Come, yeah. I guess this game is more like I would use another platform to play this type of game, but I don't know. It could be fun. Contra, we'll see how it goes. I thought it was first like a remake, but I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. And Pentiment, it's also like kind of like an adventure type of game. Apparently a fun one. And what I was not expecting like at all was this. This legit made me very excited. I mean, I played 4 of those 5 games before, but it's still cool to see these collaborations with Rare. That's the only one that I haven't played. Killer Instinct was it's a cool classic. I never tried that one, Snake Rattle and Roll. It seems to be like kind of like Qbert, kind of. For those who don't know, Qbert used to be like an isometric type of puzzle game. Puzzle adventure. RC Prom, you use basically radio controlled cars, and the controllers were like you know like if you were controlling a radio controller car, the like right was always right and left was always left. It didn't matter the perspective. I mean, for example, there, because you're going backwards or you're going towards the screen, left you went to the right. So yeah, it was a weird experience, but I really enjoyed it when I was a kid. Battletoads in Battle Maniac. That was also another cool classic. And Killer Instinct was very successful. And this is a very weird game to add to the Nintendo 64. Yeah, at least the first, the two NES and the SNES games are really, really good. And the Blast Corps is a weird game, but it is a fun one. I hope people who first experience this game are pleasantly surprised, because yeah, it is really weird. It is just about like destroying stuff, destroying buildings in order to open a path to let a nuclear bomb from not explode. I think it was nuclear bomb. I don't remember exactly, but there was a truck with a weapon, an explosive weapon that loses its brake, and you have to destroy everything it's in its path to allow it to, reach to a place where it can explode safely. So yeah, it was a very weird premise. And there were some stages where it was just about how fast you can destroy a building. So yeah. And Endless Ocean, like I said, I don't remember. I don't think this is like a game, more like that. It's more like an experience. But it was relatively popular during the Wii era because, well, the Wii appeal to a different type of audience, not that gamey game. The Switch seems to have like a more holistic market where it really has something for everyone in abundance. Like you have a lot of games for gamers, like me, but you also have a lot of these type of games, or Animal Crossing, who is also kind of gamey, but it's not really about how good you are at the game, but more about how you interact with the game. So yeah, it's a good addition, I guess. Overall, pretty good, I think. But there's less than 5 minutes for the next big announcement of today, which is the Elden Ring. Elden Ring presentation. I don't know where is it going to be. DLC trailer. Yeah, it's going to be in a couple of minutes. But yeah, very happy about the Nintendo Direct. Like I said, obviously, no big first party. The only first party that we have confirmed for this year is the Luigi's Mansion 2 remake and the remake of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, which is, to my opinion, the best Mario RPG there is. And I have a really soft spot for the first Mario RPG. The one that was remade just a couple of months ago. But I think Thousand Year Door is the best. Is the actual best RPG in the Mario series. So yeah, very excited about that one. I really think that Metroid Prime 4 is also going to be for this year. That would be my expectation, and it's going to be Switch game, unlike most people who expect it to be like a cross-platform. I mean, it could be also on the next console, but I think it's going to be launching on the Switch first. And we should be seeing that later this year, I think. We'll see. But yeah, there's less than 2 minutes. Let's change gears to the Elden Ring Shadow of the Earth 3 DLC. A lot of people are expecting this one. Elden Ring is obviously a very, very popular game. Sold 20 million copies its third year. So yeah, it's obviously a very, very successful game, and a lot of people are. I mean, From Software has like that pattern, right? They have released a DLC for almost all of their Souls-like games. Dark Souls. I don't think no. The first Dark Souls didn't have a DLC, but it had like a reworked version later, right? But Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 did. Bloodborne did. Sekiro didn't. So yeah, it could not have happened. But with Elden Ring, we knew. Before the game launch, they talked about it having DLC. So yeah, it took their sweet time because Elden Ring is already 2 years old. Very rare for a game to receive the single player DLC 2 years later. Well, Splatoon 3 is going to be almost 2 years as well. I mean, it's coming next month, or is it coming this month? I don't remember. But yeah, let's see. Now let me up the volume a little bit.
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
I wonder what they're going to change. Or is this going to be just like new content?
There is nothing more terrifying.
Nope. Same character. Okay.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. They are too faithful.
They were never saints.
Okay.
They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
I mean, yeah, this is the best part of Soul games. The enemies.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I've only done like 50 hours in this game, and there's so much that I haven't experienced.
Just what kind Miquella is doing here.
It's just like work and Zelda use so much of my time. I wish I had time to play all of these games.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now. Touch the withered arm.
But yeah, it seems like just more bosses.
May we meet again.
Well, that was different. When is it coming out? Today. June. Okay. Still it's still 3 months. Shadow of the L3 edition. Cool. So I don't think they anything like super revolutionary, just more content for Elden Ring, which is obviously great. But yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the news today? Later today, we're gonna be having also Capcom Cup starts today. That's going to be, well, they already said that they're not going to be showing any new gameplay at all during Capcom Cup, which is a little bit disappointing. But yeah, plenty of announcements today. Very, very excited about the rare the rare games coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Because yeah, those games are big part of my childhood. Killer Instinct, especially the game, and that was basically my first like fighting game that I really got into. I played Street Fighter 2, but never owned Street Fighter 2 back in the SNES. I never had Mortal Kombat, although my cousins, I remember, they were very into let me lower the volume a little bit. They were very into Mortal Kombat. I never liked the animations. How the game worked was not my thing, but Killer Instinct, for sure. The combo system and all of that. That was definitely my thing. So yeah, very excited about that. And well, to talk more, a bit more about what I think is the plan when it comes to Nintendo for this year. I think there's going to be just a lot of third parties coming, and yeah, I don't think Nintendo is going to have like any like huge game. I mean, there's the Pokemon Presents in 2 weeks. No, next week. Sorry, or not even next week. In 6 days, right? Well, that's next week. And I'm sure they're gonna have like a remake or some kind of a Arceus type of game, you know, big game for the holiday season, because that's how Pokemon Company works. They don't have breaks. They need to come up with new content constantly. So I'm sure that they're gonna have like that big game for this year. But from Nintendo, I'm not expecting like a new Zelda or a new, not even a remake. Maybe they could re-release the Twilight Princess or Wind Waker or both from the Wii U to the Switch, but really not expecting that. And obviously no new like big new Mario game, not 3D game Mario, not 2D Mario. It's going to be mostly rare releases, and Metroid Prime 4, I'm confident. I'm confident in thinking that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be this year. Maybe around September, maybe November. November, I think, is going to be more like Pokemon, but maybe September, October type of game would be a good timing for Metroid Prime 4. But we will see. Tell me what do you think about today's announcements? Are you excited? Are you worried about the future of the Switch? I don't think there's anything to worry, to be quite honest. Like, it's just the end of its life, and I mean, most people I think are expecting the Switch 2 to be like exactly what the Switch was, but I'm not so sure. I think Nintendo is not that type of company. I think they will try to bring something new to the table again, because that's how they roll, to their own. How is this called? How they say it? That is sometimes to its benefit, sometimes to its detriment. They always try something new, and we'll just wait and see what it is. But as long as the software is there, I don't think there's going to be any problem. So that's going to be it for me today. Thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna download some demos. I'm gonna be playing them, and I'll be streaming later today, maybe around, I don't know when the Capcom Cup finishes today, but I'm gonna be watching that. So, and since I'm not an official restreamer, we cannot watch it together, but I don't want to get in trouble. But I will definitely be playing some games later tonight. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and see you guys next time.